We're WAFF, TV 48, Huntsville, Decatur. This is News 48 Weekend Update with Jenny Thompson, Pam Carleton with the weather, and Dave Schmidt on sports. And now, the best news in the Tennessee Valley. News 48 Update.
Good evening. It was a long search, but the single-engine plane and the body of its Georgia pilot were finally found near the Alabama-Tennessee state line this afternoon. 32-year-old Dan DeHaan of Lawrenceville, Georgia, disappeared in his Cherokee Piper Thursday night. And around 3:45 this afternoon, the Civil Air Patrol, assisted by helicopters from Redstone Arsenal, found the crash site. The Army choppers immediately moved in and saw that the wreckage had burned and that there was little chance that DeHaan could be alive. When ground crews moved into the area, they found that apparently DeHaan had died on impact. At this time, crews are trying to remove his body from the wreckage, although it's difficult over the rugged terrain in the area. At least 105 Civil Air Patrol members plus 2 Army helicopter crews participated in today's search. We do have a News 48 crew on the scene, so we should have a further report tomorrow night at 10. Many congressmen met in Washington, and they say that the federal government shouldn't implement the new federalism plan until the economy is straightened out. Today, Senator Robert Dole expressed doubts about the economy's stability. Other congressmen are concerned about the effect of the new federalism on schools. Suzanne Lang reports from our Washington Bureau on cutbacks that may come about.
10 million high school and elementary students.
Desegregation of public higher education in Alabama was the subject of discussion yesterday in a meeting between trustees of Alabama A&M and UAH. The Board of Trustees of UAH met this morning to decide whether or not to work with A&M on a proposal to be sent to the Justice Department, which would hopefully make everyone happy. This morning's meeting, Committee Chairman Martha Sims made a motion to continue the meetings with Alabama A&M with the objective toward developing strong relations between the two institutions. UAH will continue working with Alabama A&M, hopefully to arrive at a plan that will please the Department of Justice, the state of Alabama, and the student bodies of both institutions. Shoppers received an unexpected surprise they didn't bargain for this evening when 2 of the North Huntsville Kroger stores received bomb threats. Authorities have investigated and have cleared both locations of any danger. And some area law enforcement officers were honored tonight in Huntsville. The Huntsville Exchange Club observed Crime Prevention Week tonight with a banquet honoring the award winners. From the Huntsville Police Department, Officer Mark Shahan was honored. The Highway Patrol representative was Trooper Richard Bush Jr. From the FBI, Thomas Wiseman, Senior Resident Agent, was honored. And in the area military police, Billy Cantrell, a staff sergeant with the Provost Marshal's office at Redstone Arsenal, was honored. And Florida officials say some Cuban criminals who came to Florida in the 1980 boat lift are responsible for a level of crime never before seen in Miami. A Dade County public defender told a House committee today that the number of felony clients with Spanish surnames has increased from 5% to 30% and 40%. The House panel is considering federal plans to end refugee assistance this spring. While we've had plenty of rainfall around our area lately, Florida residents are not as lucky. Authorities in Florida have ordered water rationing to deal with the seasonal water shortage. The executive manager of Florida's Keys Water System says the problem is a daily demand of 9 million gallons of water and a daily supply of just 8.8 million gallons. Next up, Pam has more sunshine for us.
At Red Lobster.
Pam, I understand you've been having some phone calls from weather watchers tonight, a little bit of showers up to the north
Jenny,
of us.
That cold front that's moving in has scattered a few showers across portions of Tennessee. However, I think here in North Alabama and across the southern part of the southeastern region, we really don't have any danger of any showers. This is a very weak cold front, and so the showers should stay well to the north of us. We'll keep our fingers crossed. There's still no rain in the forecast. Let's look at our current map positions right now. You can see that high pressure system has moved into the Gulf, but it's 45, and tonight would be a wonderful night, Jenny, to go to a planetarium and look at some of those stars. It's a clear night. It's beautiful outside. You can see a lot of them.
Now, how did you guess I was going to ask you about that?
A little bird told me.
Okay. Thanks, Pam. Our News 48 Shoals Bureau noticed something around the slopes of the University of North Alabama and became very curious about a strange-looking building sitting atop a hill on the campus. Adrian Garrett went out to investigate and filed this report. Coming up next, Butler and Coffee shoot it out for a trip to Tuscaloosa, and UAH travels to Athens to take on the lead-leaguing Bears.
Most people who...
Well, Dave, my crystal ball tells me that this was a big night for the high school teams in the area, right?
That's right, Jenny, because a win tonight means that the high school team, the winners tonight, will go on to the state tournament finals, and when they get that, that's what they've been looking for all year. High school region. And Jenny, we have one matchup in the state tournament. Grissom will be playing LaFleur on Tuesday night at 8:30.
Thanks, Dave. Back in a minute.
When you see news happening, call News.
Mrs. Carrie Melton of Decatur was named Alabama Mother of the Year in an awards ceremony held today in Jasper. She will represent the state in the American Mother of the Year competition in Salt Lake City, Utah, the first weekend in May. And 18-year-old Lisa Wheeler is the new Miss Alabama USA. The 5'8½" brown-eyed beauty wants to be a TV anchor woman when she graduates from the University of Alabama. Birmingham woman will represent Alabama in the Miss USA pageant on May 13th in Biloxi, Mississippi. She was crowned tonight in Huntsville at the Miss USA Alabama pageant. And that's our news for now. Thank you for joining us. Have a pleasant weekend. Join us again tomorrow night at 10 for all the latest news.